Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, The Welsh Lady. I am very, very pleased that you've come to see me here. Welcome. And a very big welcome also to all my new subscribers. Thank you for clicking that button, and I hope you will come back and see the videos that I will be posting. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I love seeing those numbers go up and up. And I also really love reading comments. So if you feel so inclined, it would be really lovely if you could maybe drop a little comment in the box. Maybe a suggestion for a future video, or a comment on something that you would like to see me do differently, or if you think I'm doing everything perfectly as it is, maybe let me know that as well. Well, today's video is going to be me rambling again, and I am planning on doing more softly spoken today as opposed to whispering. But having said that, I do find myself dropping into whispering quite often. So I think it will probably be a bit of a mixture. And if you've watched previous videos of mine, you will notice I'm in a different location yet again. The last few recordings have been from my airing cupboard because it is the smallest space I could find, and I was hoping to reduce echoes. Well, today I am in probably the largest room in my house, but I wanted to try out a few room sets. So, as you can see, I'm in my comfy armchair today. And as it is almost Halloween, I thought I would just put a few twinkling little candles here. Let me show you the little ones. Halloween delights. Well, not sure if you can make out the pattern, but there are some birds, the night sky, and some bare branches, quite spooky looking. And did you notice as I said, I thought I would do a little rambling, pointless story for you today. And it's not a scary story. So if you are planning on chilling out and relaxing, maybe drifting off to sleep, that's fine. It's not going to be that scary. Probably more of a mystery story, I suppose. And it's a mystery story that happened many years ago. 20 odd years ago. And what happened was me and my then husband went to view a house to buy, and we particularly wanted a house that needed a bit of work. You might say a doer up, doer up, doer, doer, doer up. And this was at the beginning of the internet. Can you imagine? No internet, or very basic internet. And so in those days, if you wanted to buy a house, you usually went into an estate agent shop, picked up a piece of paper with the typewritten details of the property, maybe even a photograph stuck on the top. And we had a certain budget for the house, and we walked into one estate agent and saw a really interesting property. It was here in South Wales, where I live. And if you know South Wales, you may know that about 100 years ago, the area was full of industry, especially coal mining. And this particular house was in a small village and probably built originally for miners, and it hadn't been lived in for at least 10 years, I would say, from the details that we saw. It had a very old-fashioned kitchen, like something from the 1960s. And decoration that you wouldn't have liked at all. Bright orange walls. But there was no internet, so you only really saw a few basic photos on the printed details. But we liked the idea of the house. It needed lots of work, which is what we wanted. And we quite liked the village there that the house was in. So we made an appointment there and then for the following Saturday, and we arranged to meet a different estate agent at the property. The person in the shop said they didn't do viewings, but there would be a gentleman there to meet us. On the day of the viewing, we drove up to the house and we got there probably at least half an hour before our appointment, because we wanted to have a little look around the area. So we drove up to the street. There were a few other houses on the road that had all been done up very nicely. But the one we were viewing looked even worse in real life than it had in the photographs. And we had a little look in a tiny front garden, and we were looking up at the house thinking, this is going to need more work than we even thought. The windows were all dusty. The plaster was falling off the walls. And then we were really surprised when the front door opened and the estate agent walked out. And we said, oh, we didn't realise you would be here yet. We are early. Come and have a look, he said, come inside. And he turned around, walked back in the house. Well, we looked at each other and had a bit of a giggle. What an eccentric estate agent. This would have been the mid-2000s, so it was quite a while ago. But the estate agent was obviously a man who had hung on to old-fashioned clothes. He was wearing flares. Flares weren't even fashionable then. But he seemed quite nice. So we followed him in and he showed us the kitchen. It was really just a few cupboards. There wasn't much kitchen to be seen. And we noticed there wasn't a sink. Not a problem, the estate agent said. Let me show you where you get the water. Well, you won't believe it. He opened the back door that was covered in dust and cobwebs, and it creaked as he opened it up. As he opened the door, there were weeds growing up. You could barely see the back garden. It was chest high in thorny brambles. And we thought, I don't think we want to look. No, he said, you must. The garden has a well. He said there is a path around the side. He went outside and we kind of looked at each other but said, oh well, we did follow him a little bit. And we got out around the side and the estate agent you must see the well. And we were getting our clothes caught on these awful brambles. And it was about this time of year, it was October time, and we had arranged to meet in the afternoon, so by this time it was getting a little bit dark, and we were just about to say thank you, but we've seen enough, when he said, "Here it is, here it is," and he was standing in the garden calling us. Well, he moved to one side, and we could see where he was pointing. There was a very big hole in the ground, but we didn't particularly like the look on his face, and we said no, it's fine. We turned, went back through the house. We could hear him, "Come and see the well." And we thought, no, this house isn't for us. We walked through the kitchen to the front door, opened it, and left. And we went across the front garden, down the road to where our car was parked. Just as we were getting into our car, we were saying, "Let's forget this place." And we were just about to step into the car when a car pulled up behind us, and we didn't pay much attention, but somebody shouted, "Oh, hello, excuse me, hello, it's John Morgan from the estate agent." And we said, oh, there's been a mix-up. You must have double booked. Your colleague has already shown us around, but we don't think the house is for us. And this estate agent, who, by the way, was dressed very fashionably for the 2000s, but he looked puzzled and said, "I don't have a colleague. I'm the only person to do viewings." And we said, "But there's a man in there." He said, "Well, come with me." And we said, "Oh, well, no, we're not very interested in a house that doesn't have running water except a well." And he said, "Who told you that?" And he said, "This house has been modernised. It's got running water, and there's no well in the garden." Well, we had to go and see this because we needed to prove that we weren't seeing things. So we went, the three of us, back to the house. The front door was locked. The estate agent let us in, and we went through the hallway as we did before. But when we got to the kitchen, it needed work, but the kitchen wasn't anything like the one we had seen just a half hour before. And there was a tap and a sink, and we said, "But the garden." And he opened the back door, was the grass. There was no sign of a well, and there was certainly no sign of that man with the flared trousers. Well, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But it was Halloween, so who knows? I hope you enjoyed my story, and I hope it didn't scare you too much, because you shouldn't be afraid. And I am going to leave it here for today, but I will be back again very soon. So please enjoy your Halloween. Have a wonderful time. Don't eat too much sugar. And I'll see you very soon. Take care,